Ukrainian veteran Maksym Radiuk approaches the finish line of the Vyshyvanka run in Washington.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could do it.
Maksym is undergoing rehabilitation in Washington, D.C. In 2024, while serving in Kherson, he was badly wounded in a Russian drone attack. He feels strong enough to run again for the first time.
This is my first race where we are getting as close as possible to running the way I did before I was wounded, so it was difficult.
Maksym and his mother planned to run just 1 kilometer. They ended up running 4.
Last year we arrived just before the same race, but he was in a wheelchair, and now I ran with pride for my son because he got back on his feet.
United Help Ukraine organizes the run every year around Ukraine's August 24th Independence Day to help bring Americans and Ukrainians together.
It's important to continue reminding Americans that the war in Ukraine is still ongoing and Ukraine needs support, Ukraine needs defense, and Ukrainian people need support both in the United States and in Ukraine.
Don Frantz turned 75 just 3 days before the race. He traveled all the way from New York to Washington to participate.
Fantastic! If you run a 5K at 75, get the soundtrack of your life and play the music in your ear. Time goes by really quick. Just like life.
For this milestone birthday, Don set a goal of raising $5,000 for United Help Ukraine.
You got to stand out, you know, and act upon your convictions. So I'm looking to raise $5,000 for the benefit here.
Don is a theater producer who has worked on Broadway productions, including Lion King and Beauty and the Beast. His family connection to Ukraine goes back to World War II, when his father served in Poltava, home to a base used by American heavy bombers. His interest in his father's history and his desire to help Ukrainian theater colleagues brought him to Ukraine in May 2025. There he got to know the theater community in Vinnytsia, a central Ukrainian city. Don now actively supports Ukrainian humanitarian organizations.
For non-Ukrainians to participate in this, besides the money and everything else, I'm surprised how meaningful it is just that we show up and give some hope and let people know people care.
Andrew Moyer first traveled to Ukraine almost by chance for the mathematics conference. He fell in love with the country, began learning Ukrainian, and became involved in U.S. charity events supporting Ukraine.
It's pretty clear if you go to Ukraine that it's just inhumane what Russia is doing to Ukraine. And so from that standpoint, I believe, having resources and one of the most powerful militaries, we should help the oppressed.
For many, this event is most of all a way to send a message across the Atlantic. Americans still care.
On this day, despite all the government decisions, despite the delays, despite the talk, despite the chit-chat that delays everything, I just want them to know people care in America.
Independence Avenue Media, Washington, D.C.